automatic. And me, I would like it automatic.
Today on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for them.
I'm just ready to win.
Losing's not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going.
Go ahead.
This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
There you go. There you work too.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
Winners win, and losers go home.
Next time, let's talk about it. Or maybe start again. Shocked to think I used to pity you. To think I used to pity you. It's true. To think I used to pity you. To think I used to talk to you. It's true. Next time we can talk about it. Or even start again. I couldn't tell you what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? I knew you were low, man. But the truth is, I was shocked.
Today on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for them.
I'm just ready to win.
Losing's not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going.
Go ahead.
This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
There you go. There you work too.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
Winners win, and losers go home.
Hey, bud. Kids never lie.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles, and you have to combat those obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like you're playing a video game, you know what I mean? And then the prize is your sanity. Word.
Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it.
Today on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for them.
I'm just ready to win.
Losing's not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going.
Go ahead.
This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
There you go. There you work too.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
Winners win, and losers go home.
Hip hop is separated by the nice and the nice not. Underground and I'm ice hot. What rap my age to keep the mic hot? Couple hip hop butter beans. Big sluggers move with me, it's a gutter team. I love women who love, who know the boom from the back. OG still could fill a room when he rap. Mike Blessing in a recession is food giving back to occupy labels that move, didn't wax now. Here come Bumpy on a primo track to represent hip hop from where we go back.
Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for New Orleans, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, let's talk about Anthony Davis. Boy, this guy just on a nightly basis, really something to see. Shaq, where do you rank him in terms of the bigs in the game?
Well, I need a drum roll for this one, Kenny. Drum roll, please. Anthony Davis, he's the best defensive big with his ability to change shots.
Okay.
Not only that, extremely efficient offensively. He has a PER. That stands for Player Efficiency Rating for all you dummies.
Thank you,
Of
Dr.
31 last season.
Ooh, 31.
31.
Wow. I don't know who had a 32 or 30, but whatever that is, PER, that was pretty doggone good.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's good. 31, 31 flavors. That's good. Doesn't get any better than that.
31 flavors, and he has the ability to change his game. Good job. A good transition for segue for me because his back to the basket, his face up, everything. This guy has it all. 31 flavors.
I need a drum roll for this. We'll see you again later.
We're in the place they call the Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida. It's the home of the Magic, where we are broadcasting our action live today. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Pelican 5 right now. The shot-blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. And it's Evans in at the small forward position. And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of two halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Oladipo against Gordon. Oladipo, the pass to Vucevic. The feed to Payton. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Fournier. Evans with some nice D.
And when you talk about Holiday, the Pelicans really needed his contribution last season. He can score and distribute the basketball equally as well. An excellent all-around defender. Exactly what you want in a point guard, except that he just couldn't stay healthy.
Now here is Holiday. It's hauled in by Gordon.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here's Fournier, defended by Gordon. Vucevic, once again off the mark, Orlando.
And for Holiday, I love his effort. He works extremely hard. His injuries, no fault of his own, just a run of misfortune. Let's hope this talented young man can turn it around and keep it turned around from a health standpoint.
Now here's Davis after the miss from Vucevic. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Oladipo kicks to Gordon. Right wing. There's a screen. Here's Vucevic. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And as good as Vucevic is on offense, guys, he's doing everything he can to catch up on his defense. Huge size and wingspan works to his advantage, although the subpar athleticism hinders him a bit. But, for example, he's averaged less than 1 block per game for his career, mostly because even though he's a 7-footer, he plays well below the rim.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, and to Vucevic's point, big problem throughout his career, Clark, has been getting into foul trouble.
Yeah, it's tough. He's aggressive and sometimes out of position. Coaches are asking him to be aggressive, but he has to learn how to do that without fouling. That's the next step in his progression. And some of it is anticipation, so you're not in position to foul.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
Now here's Jennings. Pass to Fournier. Here's Azania. Fires from deep. Good. Azania's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Magic lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
Pelicans trail by 3. One problem the Magic faced last season was depth. They really weren't a deep team, and it hurt them along the way.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, they had the second fewest bench points in the league, and that number was really low because they didn't use the bench that often. Starters did a lot of the heavy lifting.
Jennings out there with Oladipo. Then there's Jason Smith. Then there's Andrew Nicholson. And it's Hazonia in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Hazonia's got 5.
And for the Magic, they would try and address the bench for this season, both for the draft and free agents.
Cole dishes to Ajinça. Stolen. 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Screen by Smith. Down low. The rebound by Anderson.
And guys, the Magic didn't luck out and jump into the top 3 in the draft. Still ended up with a high pick, and that'll help add another nice piece to their puzzle. They've accumulated a lot of good pieces, but now they need to start making it work.
And it's Gordon penetrating. And the shot is good.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Orlando making some changes. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Nicholson. Marble comes in for Hazonia. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Brandon Jennings. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Asik, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Anthony Davis comes in for Anderson. Tyreek Evans is checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Drew Holiday in for Cole. Payton passes to Oladipo. And stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. Baseline J on the way. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. Evans has got the lead up to 2 now for New Orleans. Holiday against Payton. The dish to Gordon. Screen by Smith. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Orlando making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Jason Smith. And Fournier subbed in for Oladipo. And the Pelicans also making a change. Cunningham, he's checked in for Gordon. 43 seconds left now here in the second. Davis with a screen on Payton. Evans with it. Now Payton defending. Here's Hasek. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good, Hasek. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Payton kicks to Gordon. He feeds it to Marble. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Vucevic from 8 feet away. He drops it in.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
Evans dishes to Davis. With 1 on the clock. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Pelicans ahead. They lead by a bucket. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude going to be when you come out to play the second half?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
Anthony, thank you. Guys, it should be all business when you step between the lines.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They came out in the second quarter with a renewed focus, playing well enough to take a 2-point lead here at the half. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
Well, it's tough to play on the road, and they overcame that. They were mentally and physically prepared for this game, but it hasn't been easy. They faced some intense play from a team on its home turf, but these guys didn't cave in. In fact, they fought back with some intensity of their own, successfully, in front of a very hostile crowd.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Well, they need to be more aggressive. They got to take the ball inside. See, scoring inside the NBA is like running in football. You're taking control of the game physically. Sure, you need good perimeter play and spacing on the floor, but hey, you got to get it into the big man, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Orleans in the lead.
And the Magic struggled last season, still waiting on one of their young stars to just take that next step.
So the Pelican 5 right now. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. Davis and Ashik in the middle. And it's Holiday in at the point.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Payton passes to Vucevic. Vucevic a screen on Evans. And there's the defensive 3-second call. At the end of the year, the Magic saw leaps from Oladipo and from Elfrid Payton.
Yeah, I like those two young guys, Kevin, but it's hard to compete in the NBA without a top 20 scorer.
The free throw drops for Oladipo. And Victor Oladipo with the elite athleticism and versatility to be a perennial all-star. We've seen the second-year phenom line up as a 1. He's played off guard. He's even played a little small forward in his time in the league.
And he has that quickness, length, and power combo to be a lockdown defender at all of those positions as well. So that's why he was the co-defensive player of the year coming out of college.
Evans attacking down low. Here's Holiday. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Gordon with a screen on Gordon. 5 on the clock. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Gets an open look and hits. Vucevic has got 6.
You know, back to Oladipo, he has a tremendously quick first step. Finished second in the slam dunk contest to Zach LaVine. Some dunks he's had in regular season play, downright nasty.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Nicholson comes in for Gordon. C.J. Watson, he's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Jennings in for Elfrid Payton. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Holiday, no one around him. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And talking about Oladipo's explosiveness, we're starting to see it in his overall scoring as well. Had his first back-to-back 30-point games this year against Chicago and Houston. If he keeps improving at this rate, could be an all-NBA first-teamer before he's through.
They set the pick. And that's Evans penetrating. Puts it up from 17. Anderson's shot is off.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Jennings against Holiday. Smith kicks to Fournier. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And now just a 1-point Pelican lead. Davis sets a screen. Pass to Gordon. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. 6 to shoot. From 11 feet away, Evans, good. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Steps back and shoots. Jennings can't get it to go.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Pelicans lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. The Magic trail by 3. The backcourt is Peyton and Oladipo. Gordon and